The grass isn't always greener on the other side. I know we've all heard that saying before, and some of us may have even experienced the negative impact it can have on our relationships if we indeed left our 80 for our 20. But what does that really even mean? So in today's video, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into why God tests us before he elevates us. Welcome, beautiful people. I'm Robin, a confidence and mindset coach who has done the tough inner work to heal myself, rebuild my confidence, and rebrand myself into the confident woman I am today. If you love videos on self-improvement, leveling up, and attracting healthier relationship dynamics, this video is for you. Like and subscribe for more valuable content. But first, we're going to discuss what it means for God to test us. That is just something off of Google. Testing in the Bible is a process or circumstance in which individuals are subject to challenges, difficulties, or temptations that assess and refine their faith, character, and obedience to God. The first reason why God may test our relationships is to reveal hidden truths. Hidden truths may come as in inconsistency. When a person is inconsistent, there's a reason behind their inconsistency. They may be in a relationship already. They may not reveal their true intentions. They may be in it for one thing and you may be in it for something else. So if you're experiencing a lot of toxic behavior patterns, a lot of makeup to breakup, that is one thing I noticed in my past relationship. It was a lot of off and on. When you're in a relationship and it's not of God, you're going to experience consistent arguing, beefing, separating, and get back together. That is not a form of healthy relationships. Healthy relationships dynamics stick together. They work on their issues and they communicate the issues within the relationship without separating from the relationship. A second reason why God tests our relationships is to refine our character. God tests our relationship because it pushes us to grow in patience, humility. We have to set boundaries and develop emotional maturity to be able to handle those relationships. God uses these moments to shape us into becoming the best person that we could be. Relationships are here to help you level up, to help you become your best selves. If you're in a relationship and you're not becoming your best self, that relationship is not of God. Healthy relationships teach you how to become better. You learn from your partner learns from you. It's a team effort and you both are aiming towards something greater in that relationship. If you're in a relationship and the person is pulling you down, consistently pulling you down, that relationship is not of God. Relationships may not even last, but what do you gain in those relationships is you gain wisdom. Every single relationship you in, you should be learning from them. Whether they last or not, you should be learning, you should be growing, you should be gaining wisdom to help you in your next relationship. I remember dating someone that I thought was going to be my soulmate. I thought that we was going to be together forever, but God kept putting obstacles in our relationship to make me see that this relationship wasn't for me. And I was being a little bit stubborn. I didn't want to accept the fact that that relationship was not what I thought it was in my mind. So I continued to stay with that person time and time again. Eventually, I had to take ownership of my life and of my future and know that this person was not the person for me. I knew that God did not put that person in my life. And when I finally did end that relationship, I got with someone that was really on the same page as me, that was mature as me, and that was ready for a commitment like I was. If I would have continued holding on to a person that wasn't ready to grow and wasn't ready to level up, I would still be hurting, I would still be in pain, I would still be stressed out, and I would have missed out on my forever partner. The third reason why God tests our relationships is to prevent us from settling. When relationships in our lives start to fall apart, don't look at it as a rejection. Look at it as God's redirection. God bring relationships in our lives and he take relationships out of our lives for particular reasons. He won't let the relationship fall apart if the relationship is good. All relationships are going to experience troubles and trials and tribulations, but you have to learn the difference from you going through a trial versus a pattern, versus a habit that someone or you is creating in that relationship. God won't let you stay where love is counterfeit. If the love isn't real, if the love isn't genuine, God will make that relationship fall apart. And if you continue to run towards a relationship that God is taking you away from, that is going to continue to prevent you from meeting the person that you are meant to be with. When it's time to leave a relationship, we have to build up that confidence to let that relationship go, because God will always have something better in store for us. But wait, stay till the end of the video for a story time on losing your 80 for year 20. And if this video is speaking to you so far and you would love more powerful mindset and confidence shifts, book your private one-on-one coaching session or ask me a question. The link is in my bio. The fourth reason why God may test our relationship is to strengthen our faith and our trust in Him. When we're in emotional pain, when we're in confusion, we're forced to lean on something that's greater than ourselves. So we lean on God's understanding. We go to God when we need guidance, when we need to meditate, when we need to figure out where we are in our relationship, where we are in our understanding of God. We always run to God first. God tests our relationship to deepen the trust that we have for Him, because everybody wants to be in control. We all want to control everything, but what we don't understand is we're never in control. God is always in control, and He will always make the decisions in our relationship. If our relationship is for us, that relationship is for us. So we have to let go of control. We have to learn to trust God, to trust His understanding. So we ultimately have to shift our mindset and shift our way of thinking from God fix them to God guide me. Guide me through this journey. Guide me to continue to make the right decisions on my life path. I was recently going through a little confusion in my own life, and instead of me being this horrible person, instead of me assuming and being judgmental or being impulsive or making these bold judgments, I turned to God. I went into meditation and I prayed and I asked God to show me everyone in my life that was for me and to show me everyone in my life that wasn't for me. So don't always lean on your own understanding, because it ain't always your own understanding. Always go to God. Always talk to God. And the way you can talk to God is to meditate. I know a lot of people are not into the meditating, but if you can pray, however you do to lean on your faith, do that. I think meditation is great. You need to silence the mind and everything will come to you. Pray to God, to ask God to show you everybody's true colors around you, and God will show you the light. The fifth reason God tests our relationships is to line us to our purpose. Not every relationship is meant to last forever, but every relationship is meant to teach. God will use people and partnerships to push us closer to our calling by either sharpening our vision or shaking us out of our complacency, shaking us out of our comfort zones. When God sees that we've been in a certain position for so long, when we'll be comfortable for so long, God will do things and test us in certain ways to get us up out of our comfort zone. And when God is getting us out of our comfort zone, that is a sign to take heed to what He's saying and take action. Your purpose is your contribution to the world. So recognize your own gifts and use them to contribute to the world in a positive way. And if you still don't know your purpose in life, ask God to reveal His purpose for your life and steer you in that direction. So I want to tell y'all this quick story time on losing your 80 for your 20. So there was this guy that was dating this woman for a very, very, very long time. They was in a healthy relationship and they had kids. They both had decent jobs and they was living their best life. Neither one of them was perfect, but they were perfect for each other. They didn't have too many hiccups in the relationship. It wasn't a lot of cheating in the relationship, but every now and then they may have a little few disagreements with one another, needing attention at certain times in their relationships. So this person was working and met someone that was a little bit younger than them. They met someone that eventually got in their ear. That person got in their ear and did a little bit of manipulation to get them to start to see their girlfriend in a negative light. So this man, he started to listen to the other women that was plotting, she was intentionally plotting on his relationship because she was jealous of the relationship and she wanted what he had. But he was so blind by lust that he didn't see that she wanted what he had and that she was plotting to take his girl's identity. So they was became friends, they became cool. He always vented to her, he always told her everything, the good, the bad, and she grew more and more hateful, more and more jealous of the person, of the other woman. So she eventually built up this plot to steal his woman. And him not being aware, him not being conscious of temptation, him not knowing that there are a lot of women, there are a lot of Jezebels that come into relationships to steal your 80 and presenting themselves to be a 80. So he thought the grass was greener on the other side. After listening to her convince him otherwise, he eventually thought that his 80 was a 20 and that the 20 was an 80. So he made a bold decision to cheat and to damage his relationship, his healthy relationship, for something that was temporary, for something that was lustful, for something that wasn't real. The grass that he thought was real was fake. So his relationship ended when she found out. And I don't know if he thought that she was going to be like other girls and she was going to let him cheat in peace, but he was sadly mistaken. When she came, she found out, and the relationship ended. He was ultimately, at the end of the day, stuck with his 20 that he didn't realize was a 20 until his 80 left him. That is a cautionary tale of all of us to be mindful and to be grateful for the people that we have in our lives. Everything that glitters isn't gold, and the grass is not always greener on the other side. Everybody is going to present themselves to be great at the beginning of a relationship. Everybody is going to come to the relationship, or even if you're dating somebody, everybody's going to come on with their mask, being their best selves. That's normal for people to present their best selves at the beginning of a relationship. So don't tarnish your relationship with someone that's good because you think that you can find better. What we think is better in that moment is not always better. Now, granted, if this person is horrible to you, then yes, maybe the grass will be green on the other side. But 9 times out of 10, the grass is fake on the other side, and you will lose something good, and you will regret that for the rest of your life. So be mindful when you're dating people. Be mindful when you're letting other women and other men come into your relationship and alter your vision of your significant other. Your significant other may not be perfect, but are they perfect for you? A lot of people think that, especially with social media, that they're going to find this perfect person. I don't know why, but a lot of people think that they're going to find a perfect mate if they significant other experience one flaw. Nobody's perfect. You're going to be searching for perfection your whole life. So don't be like that guy losing his 80 and being stuck with his 20 for however long he's stuck with that 20. Be smart, be wise, and don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Don't let nobody come into your relationship and make you think negatively of your partner if you didn't do so prior. Be smart, be wise, and practice discernment when you're meeting new people. And remember, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it.